Hey y'all, welcome back to the Southern Cottage. I am Connie. I'm sitting in my craft room. I'm going through my scrap bin and making bows, and my scrap bin is huge already, just from all the braids and things that I've been making. But I was ready to go to bed, and I got a comment on one of my rant videos, and I felt like I needed to come on here and say something. And don't ask me why I'm getting emotional about this. It was nothing negative. Y'all, the negative stuff I can handle 100%. Come at me, I don't care. I don't. I will give it right back to you. But what bothers me, and what we were worried about when all this mess started, actually happened. So I had somebody comment about being new to mum making and being worried about putting their stuff out there, and about getting ragged on for, not that this has happened, they're just worried about putting stuff out there and maybe calling a braid by a different name, and then getting, for lack of better terms, in trouble, getting ragged on for not calling it the right name. And you know, the fact that she had learned how to make braids from a lot of different YouTube channels, YouTube videos, and that her fear is exactly what we were worried would happen. Y'all know that I started doing this stuff a long time ago, and back then there wasn't social media. There wasn't social media. If I screwed up, nobody saw it. Now y'all see all my screw ups, and you see my emotions and everything else. But and I don't mind that either. I don't mind that either. That's life. That's who I am. I screw up, I fix it, I apologize for it, and I move on. Up until I started watching Hyla a couple of years ago, the mum world was just here, and I didn't really know many people who did mums. And I knew the military braid, because everybody knows what a military braid is, because, well, I say they do. It's been around for years. I knew what it was. And then I started seeing the new stuff, and hell, I didn't know what it was called. It didn't matter. I made it, I put it on mums, made people happy. It didn't matter. But now, it's hit the fan, and it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous how far this has gone, and I hate worrying that it's going to discourage new mum makers from even doing it, or ones that are doing it now, having them get out, because it's just ridiculous. And I don't want that. I don't want that at all. And I guess this is for y'all. yeah, a lot of this stuff I didn't know existed a couple of years ago. It was just not something that I paid attention to. So there is a group, and again, I'm not naming names. There are certain people in that group that I have an issue with. It's not everybody in that group, but the people that are being horrible are giving that group a bad name. And 99.9% of it could have been completely avoided had people just let it be. Just stop. And they couldn't do that. They couldn't do that. I talked on my last video about, you know, if you bring it into the world, it is your braid. And I stand by that 100%. I could give a shit what you call it. I don't care what it's called. As long as you don't take credit for it, as long as you don't say, hey, this is my creation. I don't care what you call it. There's so many dang braids out there. Who the heck can remember the names of all the braids? I can't. I put out a video today, actually, and I didn't know the name of the daggum braid. I know I didn't make it, specifically said it on my video, but I had to give it a name. I had to refer to it as something. That braid? No. Names matter to a point, but when you're making a braid for your customer, as long as you don't try to profit off of somebody else's, and by profit, that's probably the wrong word. As long as you don't say, I created this. As long as you don't say that, I don't care what you call it. Call it what you want. But make it. That's why we put all these videos out. Make it. Make the most beautiful mum that you can make, and make your money on it. Make your money on it. That's what this is about. Y'all, it's a craft, and it is a want, not a need. I said that before. It's a craft. It's art. We all do things differently. You do your art. You put it out there and you make some money. Make some money on that. Do you know how much watching YouTube and seeing these new braids has helped my business? And all I ever wanted to do with this channel was to share that. That's it. And y'all, I got excited whenever I came up, whenever I did the ladder and the corset, and now the knot and the chunky knot. But you know what? I don't care what you call them. I don't. Call them whatever you want. But make them. That's why I put them out there. That's why I'm making all these videos. You know, all the videos, I have a list of videos that people have requested me to make. People ask me to make them. Of course I'm going to do that. That's why I'm here. To share my craft and my art and my life. That's what I do. You make those braids and you call them whatever the hell you want to. Call them what you want. Make them, put them on a mum, sell them, make those dang kids happy. Because that's the other reason that we do this. To see the looks on their faces when they see what you've created. I'm telling you, it is, oh Lord, somebody is messaging me. Anyway, it's all good. I'm not editing this video. Y'all are getting all the screw ups in it. But I don't want any of this drama to discourage the new mum makers or people wanting to come into this business. Because like I said, up until late last year, everything was fine. Everything was fine. Everybody was making their stuff and putting it out, and everything was fine. I don't know, something just clicked to a certain few people to be nasty. But just like I'm telling you not to let that discourage you from doing what you're good at and doing what you love. I'm not going to let it discourage me. I'm not. And I won't purposely misname. If I know the name of a braid, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the name of the braid. If the person that made it is somebody that I have been disrespected by, or has been very nasty, I'm not going to say their name. Why put that out there in the ether? Why? The people that asked me to make a braid know who made it. They know who made it. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. In the grand scheme of things, none of it matters. What matters is continuing this tradition. I got into this because I never had a mum growing up. Never. My parents were dirt poor. My dad, it was either feast or famine. Mostly famine. When it was feast, we were feasting. I'm telling you, my daddy had bought pinball machines and everything else. But then we had to sell them whenever he didn't have work to pay the bills. So I never had a mum. And when Michael and I got married, he had the girls, and I am crafty. And I wanted their mums to be the best. Were they the best to begin with? Nope, because I was learning. But by the time they were up in high school, they were, let me tell you. So, I don't even know where I was going with that. Yes, I do. It's about making the kids happy. Y'all, there ain't nothing better. And y'all know this as well as I do. There ain't nothing better than seeing the look of pure joy on somebody's face when they see their mom that you made for them. Don't let all this negativity and these nasty people take that away from you. Don't let them do it. Even the guys that get mums for their dates or their girlfriends, they're even like, oh, Miss Connie, that is so pretty. Even the guys, you know, that's why we do it. And all this other shit doesn't matter. Excuse my language. I'm so sorry. But it doesn't matter. Folks need to grow up a little bit and realize the world does not revolve around them. And they're not the end-all be-all. So, y'all go out and make your mums. Put them out there. You're going to get some negative comments. It's going to happen. Because there are negative people in this world. Okay? But I guarantee you that the good will outweigh the bad. I guarantee you. Don't let all this drama discourage you from doing this. Because it's absolutely worth it. Now I might be able to sleep tonight. Y'all, that just... I feel like whenever I first started, up until a couple years ago, I had my head in the sand. Because I did not know. I did not know that there are some cutthroat folks out there. But I'm just being me. And if somebody requests, they send me pictures. Hey, can you make this? Can you figure out how to make it? So I'll go searching how to make it. And then I'll make it, and I'll make a video, and I'll put it out there. But I promise you, I'll never claim something that's not mine. If I don't know the name of it, I'll give it a name. Instead of referring to it as that braid. The braid that I put the video out on today, that I'm filming this, was not named whenever I made that video. It did not have a name. I didn't know what the name was. Even looking for it, I didn't know what the name was. So I called it the military tour, the twisted military, because you flip it back and forth. So it does have a name, but it's on my channel as the twisted military. So it's probably what I'm going to call it. It doesn't matter, y'all. Just keep the ugly out of it. I will talk a lot of mess. I'm just letting y'all know that. And I've got nothing done while I'm sitting here. I will talk a lot of mess because I'm not going to let anybody run over me or run over my people. I'm not going to do it. But to be perfectly honest with you, I would rather not have to, because, you know, I have better things to do. I have better things to do than to deal with this crap. I'm just saying. And like I said, the crap doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the fact that it's discouraging other people from doing this. And there is so much more good in this community than there is bad. So take that as you will. Find the good, ignore the bad. I need to take my own advice. And just do you. Don't be afraid of putting your stuff out there. You might have to build up a thick skin because you're going to have people that are going to be negative. That's just how it is. They just can't help themselves, I don't think. Excuse me. But yeah, put it out there. Make the mums, make the braids, call them whatever the hell you want to. Just do it. I'm hoping one of these days I'm going to show my Dr. Pepper can and they're going to call me and say, Connie, let me send you a truckload of Dr. Pepper. My kidneys will thank them. Alright, y'all. I'm going to actually get something done since it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm not going to be able to go to sleep right now because I had all this crap running through my head. I was so upset whenever she posted that. I was like, yeah, no, this is exactly what we were worried about happening. We had a conversation about this. What does this look like to the new mum makers, and how is this going to affect them? And I kind of knew it in the back of my mind that it probably was, but now I know for a fact that it is. And it's just not something that we want to see happen. So anyway, to all the negative Nancys, y'all just stop, just let it be, just drop it, because this is a fantastic tradition that we need to keep going. It is gaudy, and it is over the top, and it is ridiculous, but it's ours. It's Texan. It's what we do. So let's just let it be what we do. And let's be happy about doing it. And leave everybody else alone. Alright, y'all. Thank you for joining me. Stick to your guns. Do your mums, do your braids, call them whatever you want to. put it out there. People don't like it, tell them to kiss your butt. That's what I do. Thank y'all. I'll see you soon. Bye.